Because I wanted what I wanted. Right. The point I was making is like I started to say where I wanted a truck at 16.
I'm going to get that
I have to start at 14. Yeah, I can't start at 16.1. I have to start at 14 to be able to buy that truck. And then I wanted a nicer truck. And I want a house. I want a home. Dude, you got to make it. Nobody's going to give it to you. I had what I needed, but nothing was ever given to me at all. And
powerful.
I walk this world with broken toes.
Back to the shop, forgot the Ronin, the most important part of teriyaki rice bowls.
Now I see all these aches and make you grow. And every fall has a rise, every burn has a flame.
Keep a little, like this one you see, we ran this batch 1/6.
One of my college roommate wanted to meet his best friend.
What are you guys doing?
His friend wanted to have a movie night with my roommate, and she was afraid to do it by herself, so she said, will you sit with me? So he brought Casey.
All right, I'm gonna start cooking, okay? Nobody cares.
He was trying his hardest to like be funny and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, cool story, bro.
The people that designed our kitchen tossed that in for free because they knew I was a professional chef. This is a terrible example of how to cut these. Sliding all over. It's a shitty cutting board. You can test the new Ronin for me, bud?
His dedication to classes and friends and his personality, he's, genuine, he's real. He just will do anything for anybody.
Prepping food has always been at the core of like anything cool that's happened to me. And I just think back to like dinners with my mom, dinners with my dad. Generally the meat was venison that he would harvest locally, and then he had a little garden, so he'd pull some stuff from there. And that was our dinner. It was kind of like whatever was fresh plus venison. I remember he was a terrible cook, right? So like a lot of times he would just put garlic powder, granulated onion, or something like that on it. It always improved the flavor. I got into strength sports out of wrestling, into bodybuilding, into strongman, into powerlifting at pretty young, 14 years old. And I was kind of forced to make my own food for the first time if I wanted to eat to grow. Parents supported me through it. They were like, it's cool, don't do steroids, and I'm not cooking all that chicken for you. So I had to figure out how to cook chicken on my own. Kind of found that salt plus herbs made food that was good for you taste better. And that's kind of what translated into this thing we call Tacticalories now.
He told me he wanted to start a business, and I was like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, I don't want to work for the corporate world anymore. I want to do my own thing. Guarantee you I will make this work. And I said, okay.
There was some overlap. And in the background, it was cool because I had my camera face this way with a nice plain background behind me. But if you would have turned that camera that way, it was the backdrop for a lot of the product shots I was doing for Tacticalories, I'm sitting right here and I'm like in a Zoom meeting, and then I like paused it and thought it was paused and went back here and started packing boxes for Tacticalories. And the CEO of the company's like, Casey, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing, why? He's like, are you packing boxes? And I was like, oh shit, I forgot to turn the camera off.
We had a whole system, TV trays, a towel down so the bottle didn't wiggle. We had a label, he would push it on one way, like center it, and then he'd hand the bottle over me, and I would finish with the label going around the bottle and then put it back in the box.
Daddy, what is it?
It's seasonings. Do you like seasonings?
Yeah.
That's what we did, but it was worth it, and it blew up from there.
Tomorrow, Vaughn's coming up, and we're going to do a shoot. Something that we can kind of put like a Let's Go Buffalo thing together but just something very standard with like the bottle right here with buffalo wings kind of stacked up around it or something. But I really need one that's like Helldiver in your face. A lot of people told me not to hire friends. I did. I brought on a guy named Cody out of the gate, and he was able to really show me that if you find the right person with the right character, you can grow exponentially. Everybody I bring on is there for a reason, and it's usually bigger than the position that they work. Certain people I know are better at helping me formulate the product itself. I understand that some of the people on my team are better at naming the product or colors that we're going to use on the label. It's been an absolute godsend because we have a small team. We can utilize these strengths. I remember standing in a business meeting, talking to some of my staff right like this, and I remember kind of rubbing my hip because I had a little pain. Decided to go to the doctor that day, and they did some imaging.
And instantly the doctor called him and said, "Get over here now."
He said, "You have metastatic colon cancer." And I said, "What's that?"
He sat there for a while, trying to process and gather what he just heard.
I don't remember telling my wife. That was that sucker punch that absolutely changed my life forever, my wife's life forever, my kids' life forever.
Coming home, telling the kids was one of the hardest things you'll ever do. Yeah. The look on their face. And I'll never forget my daughter's first reaction was, "Is my daddy gonna die on me?"
You can fight, or you can give it a seat at the table and allow it to make the decisions. I felt empowered by it. This is that proverbial headbutt that pisses you off enough to win the fight. I was sucker punched. This is not a fair fight. Cancer doesn't fight fair. Either do I. Been going pretty hard for the last, 20 years. And one thing I don't miss is my kids' practices, phone calls from friends, opportunities to do things you enjoy. I don't miss those. Nothing is worth missing those things. Well, we are leaving beautiful upstate New York and heading to Lexington, South Carolina to see our friends down at Sorinex at the annual Winter Strong event. So super excited to see some friends I haven't seen since before my diagnosis. And it's suddenly springtime. We are going to head over to Sorinex HQ, meet a few of the friends over there, show the guys around HQ a little bit. Then we're gonna head over to the farm. So, what's up, brother?
Oh, you least.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Good. Pumped to be here, man.
Yeah, great to have you. I was
Cool.
talking about you last night. Hey, what's happening?
Well, good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, well, just but whatever you need.
Yeah. Guys, this is Danny.
You doing good?
Yeah, man. All good.
How's the family?
Yeah. Very good. You are everybody's looking swell around here, man. What's up, brother? Good, man. How are you?
See you again.
Yeah, good to see you. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Get to work.
What you say to me?
I said get to work. What's up, brother?
Good to see you, man.
Oh yeah, look at that. I've seen those guys before.
Yeah, one or two.
Yeah. What's up, my man? How are you? Good to see you, man.
You too, man.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Buddy, good to see you.
Holy cow.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh,
You're
that's-
over there talking
Oh,
on
yeah,
everybody.
riffing.
Good
Yeah.
to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. It's like, this is all original shit. It's unbelievable stuff. If you're into like legit strength stuff, this is the spot, you know? So the farm's, I don't know, 25 minutes away from HQ, so it'll be a little cruise out into the woods. And we talked to our guys earlier. They're already cooking, they're prepping all the food for the weekend, so it'll be cool to see them, see if we can add a hand, get everything unloaded, get everything set up, ready for the big event tomorrow. Sorinex Winter Strong 7. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
What's up?
I'm parked in the middle. I don't know if I can get up here and get out by Saturday night. I kind of feel like I'm the president anyway, so sorry. What's up, buddy? Dude, I'm not gonna hit anything, am I?
Where are you going?
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm just gonna come right here. Everybody's
trying to
sizing me up, all right? Fuck, man.
No, you look jacked.
Yeah. No, this is good. I'm just gonna unload shit right here.
Dude, you're like a celebrity around here, man.
You know what? I told you, dude, I'm a pretty cool dude. Dude, this is too hot. Fucking sucks. I'm sweating now, dude. It's summer. Having Winter Strong in my life has been that one time a year I can come hang out with my people. If you're here, you're my person.
Winter Strong, to me, has always been a collision of two worlds of my passions. And my father and I have always looked to strength and conditioning and physical prowess as being in high regard.
He's like, I want to put the 30 coolest people around a campfire, 30 facets of life. I said, awesome, man. Do you need help marketing for those 30 people or what? And he said, no, you're one of them.
Casey just had this kind of intensity to him. He's so laser focused, but he's so jolly and happy. But there's that fire there, there's that gas there, which I appreciate and enjoyed. And he was much more dialed in, not only in business, but training. And he had so much experience. So we hit it off very quickly because of the respect that I had for him.
It was like me and my 30 best friends I never knew.
That's really what Winter Strong started as. It was a get together to push two different worlds together and see if they could help each other.
I always say, like, Winter Strong is the starter dough to so much.
I quit my job late December. He's like, come work for me. This will be amazing. That was January. He brought me here February. And this Winter Strong thing completely changed the fabric of who I am. And that existed in Casey the entire time. There's like a flood of gratitude to like that I get to live this life that he helped introduce me to. There would be no Ellsworth Cooks. There'd be no like the chef job I have, like private chefing all over the country wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Casey. And I think that all the time, and I'm just so damn grateful.
Being able to come back down this year, it was like a homecoming I've never had.
Man, that was tasty, man.
Oh yeah, man, good to see you, man.
That was probably the best thing I've tasted.
Oh, good, awesome, man. Not bad for a middle of a field in South Carolina.
That's when this shit happens.
There's some.
How are you doing?
Doing good,
I saw
man.
You,
Good.
Things got better.
Yeah, things are okay. You know,
Okay.
we're it's a long game. Just trying to elongate what we can. I'm back on treatment. So,
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every
Did it come back? Or
Yeah.
did it? Okay.
I honestly think they missed it from the original. I don't think it
just
came
something
back.
left?
I don't think it came back.
Is it fairly aggressive or?
Yeah,
is
it's stage. I have stage 4.
When you hear like the words like stage 3, stage 4, you don't really understand what that means, but it definitely doesn't sound good. And when he said, you know, stage 4, and then the word stomach and like just not good stuff.
That's just the hardest news to hear for any friend, you know, is hearing that your friend has serious cancer. Serious cancer. But on that first phone call, I mean, I told him, like, he is going to be the outlier. And look at him now.
I'd say we know Casey and know his tenacity, but I don't believe any of us knew it to the level that he's exhibited it.
Is he gonna watch this? I love him and I have so much respect for him, and he's a constant inspiration. Like when I wake up in the morning and don't feel like working out, I'm like, Casey's probably doing it.
I joke that he's peaking, you know, during 32 stages of chemo.
Big line here is struggle well. Like, don't bitch, don't cry. Own your struggle. Stop crying, nobody wants to hear it. And struggle well. I mean, it's such those two words, and he has embodied that.
He has that spirit, that indomitable spirit that we all want, and maybe we touch at times. but Casey just shows that you could do it every day.
And I kind of made the decision right then and there, like no matter what happens, that I'm gonna go into every day like Casey Bard.
Keep fighting, bro.
Thanks,
that was
man.
an inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Keep it up.
For sure.
Yeah. And I'm bringing that seasoning back to my mom too. She told me to give you a big hug.
That's awesome. Yeah, your mom's great, man.
Keep it up.
Your parents are great.
Yeah, they are.
Love you guys, man.
Love you. Keep it up.
Dog there. And then you show up here and it's like everybody just wants to help. Like everyone wants to see everybody succeed, and that's just the most amazing thing that you could possibly do. So I always say that there wouldn't be Montana Knife Company without Bert, without Sorinex, without Winter Strong. And it's the truth. Like this is the starter dough to so many amazing relationships, so many amazing ideas, so many amazing businesses. Every single year, we always do a big hunt event, and we always try to give back to the people that helped us from like an early age. I do want to call up Casey Bard and bring him up front. And I want to bring him up so if I start crying, I can just cry into his shirt.
Man, you're lucky I'm done. You're lucky I'm done with my apple crisp.
That's awesome. Here, buddy, give me a hug. Oh, I love you, bud. So, I need to talk about this guy. All I could think about is like how many first breaks he gave me. I mean, like truly, how many first breaks he gave me. I left USP Labs. I went to another business, and then I got fed up with that, and I just one day just quit. And I was like, hey, I want to start my own marketing agency. Casey was the first person who honestly, he was my first client, and he was the first person to give me a chance when I was out on my own. So, like I said, all this is all coming back, to the first chances. So Montana Knife Company, we always like to try to give back to the people that helped us from the beginning. And you were obviously one of the very first supporters of Montana Knife. What Josh and I want to do is, knowing you, we've already paid for an elk hunt for you, so you can't back out. So, again, it was a little long-winded, but this event just means so much to me personally, so much to my family personally, so much to our business, so much to our friends. And Bert, thank you for all this. Seriously. Casey? Dude, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Love you, man. Rad.
Love you, brother.
I love you too, man.
I hope to see you next year.
Oh yeah, we'll be here. Likewise. For sure.
Y'all be careful going home.
Oh yeah, we got a cruise. We got it. Good to see you, man. I want to take it. I'm gonna take a picture with you real quick. I want to make sure I have one, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I'm gonna take a little selfie with Mr. Lester. There you go. Oh yeah. Good to see you, man. All right, love you, brother. Thank you.
I didn't cry.
Oh, you did good. You did good.
You did good, man. Yeah.
It's so funny. I was telling him, I was like, when you started talking about the origins, I was like, oh man, this is cool. This is cool. I was like, you might drop my name, might not, because there was a whole lot of people. But I was like, then I was like, wait a minute. I made sure I was mic'd up, and I have an Osmo in my face right now.
That's awesome. Every time I think of you, I just think about sitting in that turtle tank all the time.
You're like, this is a bad move, Brett. It's an open air. It's an open air.
we sat in a closed box blind like 90 degrees, and he'd been in a car for like 19 hours before. He's like, I smell like a turtle tank. We're like steaming up this thing. We're like, this is great. I'm together.
And then Bert's so nice because he's like, oh, everything's good, man. He's an athlete. He's around big meatheads every day. Then we're sitting there. He's like, whoo! You know what I mean? I was like, can you crack that window? He's like, it might be worth letting the deer know we're here to be able to breathe a little bit. I think this year was like exceptional. The team that I had was pretty awesome. I don't typically bring a team down. So that allowed me to hang with my family and friends, so that was pretty rad. And then to have that drop at the end there is kind of icing on the cake.
Times and places are all in who you share them with. And it's life, and the point is.
It was awesome, as always. So, Winter Strong 7. Yikes.
Who share it with. And the weeks and the weekends are keeping close who you spending with. And in time, what you find is the time is who you spend it with. Joy is who you share it with. Who you share it with. Yeah, now